What's up, my Sagittarius, and welcome back to Cards for Hire, my Saggies. Somebody wants to meet you in the middle, whatever that means. And I'm picking up on the fact that this person has big plans. A big trip could be being planned, or yeah, or somebody wants to take a big trip with you. I'm picking up on the energy of you have been degraded, talked down upon, discouraged more times than you can count in your life, especially when it comes to your looks or the way that you go about things. But as soon as I picked up on that, I heard, I know somebody like it. I'm also picking up on the energy of there have been many scenarios, many instances where you just barely made it out of something. This could be something as small as you barely passing a test, whether it be spiritually or an actual test in a classroom. Okay. You narrowly escaped it. I'm also picking up on the number 88. Abundance is coming. Confirmation on my phone as I say that abundance is coming. Somebody could have lost out on a lot of money. And I heard it's all coming back to you, like the boomerang catchphrase, I guess that would be called. Yeah. And there's something about you knowing that there is always better. So even when sometimes you may be down and out, there's something significant about a sad Sagittarius. You might not see them outside as much. So isolation could be significant. Yes, but there's something also very consistent with your faith. You never give up. You may stop, but you can't stop and cry too long, because how the hell is the car gonna move if you crying? You know what I'm saying? You gotta see where you're going, and you're always going, okay? And that may be the reason that you have a lot of people envious towards you, angry towards you, because why can't you just stay and be complacent? Why can't you just settle? Because there's always greater later. Okay, sad. Jeez. And then to top it off, at the bottom of the deck that I chose randomly, Empress and the High Priestess. Okay. And with that, I got, I'm sexy and I know it. Also, somebody could have called you out your name. Confirmation on my phone. Somebody, literally a call. Somebody could have called you out of your name. Somebody could have said that you were a schmut. Okay. Somebody could have said that you were just a good time, a good vibe, or something like that. It could be very significant. Okay. Yeah, because I heard it's some hoes in this house. It's some hoes. Somebody could have even said that you hang around with or affiliate with hoes, especially if you look good. They always say the pretty girls, the ones that's fine that everybody is desiring. They always say they some. Okay. Aside from that last part, I'm claiming this was sad. Geez, I'm with y'all when I'm with y'all. Okay, I'm with you when you're right. Sag, you be right a lot of the time. Okay, don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Sometimes you just be a little early. All right. Okay. As always, y'all know we gotta pray before we eat. Okay. Divine, I thank you in advance. As for clarity, protection, as well as progression and connection, I extend my gratitude and ask that my angels and guides protect me and mine on this vibe. And man, the way I just threw that pencil, it's kind of like you have no more edits. You have nothing else to correct, at least not now, okay? How it is that you have been going about doing things, the lessons that you have learned, it's time for you to implement them. But I'm not necessarily picking up on you having to learn a lesson per se. Now, you have learned from lessons, from, you have learned valuable lessons from valuable lessons in the past due to possibly being rejected or you rejecting something or someone. Yes. All in due time is what I just heard. Something about greater later. Yeah. Okay. What's the message? Yeah, I just saw enamor. You're lovable. People can't help but love you. Okay. All right. What's this message, please? Thief. Somebody trying to steal your glow, steal your love offer. Sagittarius says, you may benefit from watching my message earlier on my TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Yeah, because love offer came out. Okay. Somebody might want to steal something that is for you. So, like I just said, somebody has big plans for you. This could be in a romantic sense. This could also be friendship wise or business endeavors because we talked about money. Okay. Can I get one more? Health concern. Okay. Somebody wants to steal your health. What just fell on me? Oh, I'm about to start a riot. Something about a riot could be significant. Okay. I'm getting, when I pull up, it get hectic. Hectic. Somebody like Cardi. Mentally and emotionally unstable. This could be you, this could be someone else because health concern is already out here, okay? Somebody is sick. Somebody wants to trade places with you. That last message that I put up would definitely benefit you. A water sign could be significant, specifically a Scorpio or a Cancer could be very significant. Somebody could also be on the bigger side. Put that where it goes, okay? I'm hearing ass fat. Yeah, I know. You do that, Cash? Blow some more. Okay, somebody trying to blow some money on you, Sag. What you gonna do to make it rain? All right. Situation, please. What's the situation? What's the damage? Sagittarius, you already like to spend money. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Somebody trying to steal your shmoneys. Look, Page of Wands. Children could be significant. A Virgo or an Earth sign, or even a Sagittarius, Aries, or I almost said Scorpio. A Sagittarius, Aries, or a Leo. Also, Taurus or Capricorn could be significant. But this could also be just the knowledge that you have learned in the earlier stages of your development spiritually, or in your earlier years, in your childhood years. Yeah. Something about misplaced energy. You could have been putting your bets on, for lack of a better word. You could have been putting your bets on in inappropriate areas. Something about not having your ducks in a row, not necessarily prioritizing the right things, okay, for your benefit. Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups. Okay, this is dealing with relationships, lessons that you have learned when dealing with relationships. Someone, if you are a young lady or a woman, you could have been male centered at one point in time. With my masculines, you could have been very women centered at one point in time, okay? There's something very significant about better expressing yourselves, being able to better express yourselves as opposed to blowing up. Confirmation, or cursing people out, cursing folks out. Some people, anybody can get it. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, people could have possibly taken your kindness for weakness at one point in time, and then once you blow up, it's like, ah, how dare you say the truth to me? Yeah, I know, Sag. It might be a little bite to that thing, but it's the truth, okay? What's my energy for my Sagittarius? What's the energy for my Sagittarius? Please and thank you. Take it slow. You could have moved very fast. You could have made haste in the past. This air, I didn't put up promises. I rubbed my foot on something. Something about being misunderstood and you rushing to defend yourself could be significant because that was crazy. What's my Sagittarius energy? Yes, but what I was saying, look, death. What I was saying, it's time for you to take it slow. There's no reason for you to rush. You have reached your destination. GPS could be significant. Okay. Confirmation again. Turtle could be significant. A turtle could be significant. Slow. Like I said, slow. Take it slow. Did we not see the Empress at the beginning? Baby, you've made it. And now you sit and wait for everything that you have worked for, everything that you have mustered up, all the strength that it took to get here. All of that, all of those good deeds, those good seeds that you planted, that integrity that you have. The Empress. Now it is time for you to sit back and attract all those good things tenfold. You could have some people in the background chittering, chattering. possibly trying to figure out how it was that you made it out of something. Something about you finding a way where there was no way. I'm seeing like somebody light a torch in the dark, okay? And that's essentially what she's doing. You've always had this skill. That little fly is ugly than a bitch. Ten of Wands, yeah, you've had a lot of burdens. People didn't see what you were doing in the dark, what you were dealing with in the dark. I talked about isolation. Seven of Swords. They could have thought that you were being sneaky, or somebody could think that you are being sneaky, especially when they see you pop out. After you've been gone for so long, they're going to see you pop out and they're going to be like, what the hell kind of witchcraft is that? The Hierophant. Oh, baby, I just learned my lessons. And there's something significant about your blessings materializing. So this could be money. This could be how you look visually. This could be where you live. This could be how your children represent or how your children are presenting themselves. Okay. This could even be, because this is commitment. A lot of times it's about tradition or even a marriage or a covenant. When I tell y'all, I'm getting so many calls, y'all phone about to be blowing up. Okay, people gonna be banging your line. All right. Advice, please. King of Pentacles. The Munyon. Handle it responsibly. Something about y'all drinking could have been a little questionable back in the day. Don't go splurging your shmoney's. Advice, please. Baby, Knight of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Slowly but surely, that wheel is turning in your favor. In fact, it feels like the slow money or things coming to you slowly, that has come to an end, okay? Although you are moving slowly, the things that you are attracting are coming very fast, okay? Green. The color green could be significant. The heart chakra, it's because you've opened up your heart. Wow, that was crazy, God. You want me to say that? There's something significant about you possibly opening up other parts of you before your heart. Take that as it resonates. Possibly your wallet, possibly your legs. Okay. Hey. Okay. I understand. All right. Okay. Ace of Wands, as I said, possibly your legs. Oh, y'all nasty. Y'all freaky diggy higgy. Hey, that's health. Okay. Eight of Wands. Some of you guys could have been celibate because of how possibly frivolous you could have been in the past with this. And I'm not really picking up the fact that it was out of just being willy-nilly. You could have been chasing love in all the wrong places, okay? Or at the very least going about receiving love through the wrong avenues, okay? All right. Page of Pentacles, please. What this is? Did the Page of Pentacles come out with the Page of Wands? No. Page of Pentacles, please. Baby Taurus, the Hierophant comes out again. A Taurus could be significant. The Hierophant and the Four of Swords. At one point in time, you were worried about possibly how people were viewing you, or people were viewing you as irresponsible, as somebody with little to no money, as somebody with little to no knowledge because of how you moved. But I'm also picking up on the energy. You don't explain yourself because you and God be in that room kikiing, okay? You and Goddess be in that room kikiing, okay? All right. You and the divine. Put it where it goes. Source, whomever you call to. All right. Page of Wands, please. Because you always get good news. It always works out for me. That's an affirmation for someone who didn't have it before. Things are always working out for me. Okay? Knight of Pentacles. Clarity is like they're all clarifying themselves. The Hierophant and the Hierophant and the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is here. Okay. So, like I said, impulsivity. At first, you were moving very fast, okay? At first, you're moving very fast. This could be jumping from relationship to relationship. This could be accepting any and all offers. This could be not vetting friends, not vetting responsibilities. And this to me feels like taking on maybe pets too early, or taking on other other people's responsibility. Okay, putting too much on your plate, just saying yes to any and everybody, not really being discerning with the amount and what you could hold with that 10 of wands at the bottom of the deck. Yes. And so if you take on too much and you aren't able to complete everything that you have on your plate, now you look irresponsible. Now you look like you dropped the ball. Now it feels as if people can't depend on you. But at one point in time, Sagittarius, you couldn't even depend on yourself. Okay. So if they thought they were better than you, it's giving me Kanye when he say, "I've thought about offing myself. I've dang sure thought about offing you." That's giving me Four of Wands. Yeah, your money could have been very unstable at one point in time, or at the very least, your manifestations could have been very unstable. You could have received some money here and then been broke, or living paycheck to paycheck for like a couple months until another hit. You know what I mean? Another club, another club, another club. Okay. Somebody likes Lady Gaga because I've been picking up on her for the past couple days. Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups. You could have also been susceptible to the pseudo kindness that other people carry. Okay. You could have felt as though people had your same intentions. All right. And so you trusted them without, like I said before, proper vetting, without proper observation. And that's how you learn so much, because I'm seeing the Fool. You take risks because you know with great risk comes great reward. And sometimes those rewards, or what it was that you got out of it, wasn't really worth the risk. But you don't find that out until after, okay? But with this Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups and the Three of Cups, somebody wants to incorporate something, because this love offer is right here. So somebody might want to incorporate a relationship or come in to speak about a connection with you. I said this, something, big plans, all right? Somebody might have been watching you. I don't know if I said that, but I was hearing that. The moon, all right? Intuitively, you could have been picking up on this. Somebody might assume that you have connections, or that you have, I didn't even mean to say connections, something about you being very capable of networking. People just love you. Okay. All right. But there's something significant about competition. People are always in competition. Someone may know about competition or hidden competition, or someone may feel as though you have suitors that are hidden that you just aren't very vocal about. The Lovers. Wow. The Lovers. Okay. Somebody could be trying to hide their love for you. The Sun. Yeah. 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 But they're going to bring it to light. The Moon and then the Sun at the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck is what is hidden. That's the subconscious. All right. Somebody wants to make it clear. Page of Wands. Somebody wants to make it clear. And due to the fact that this is here, this Knight of Pentacles to the Four of Wands, someone wants to slowly but surely create something big with you. Yeah, they want to start slow. Four of Wands plus the Page of Wands. Okay. All right. Thank you, God. All right. Okay. Somebody could find you to be angelic in some way, shape, or form. The wings on this angel with the Lovers. Yeah, somebody could also feel as though they are being guided towards you. It's like, yeah, I just saw the Strength card, okay? Somebody could feel as though you are very courageous, or they are mustering up the courage to come and speak to you. You could be kind of intimidating, Sag. Page of Swords, watching energy. Everything is fine. Two of Swords. Someone could know about a betrayal that you have underwent. Somebody could be heavily thinking about this. They're trying to figure out or trying to possibly slide in next to you, try to figure out how to talk to you, how to win you over in some way, shape, or form. 13, death. 13, death. They've seen you transform. You could have known this person for quite some time, okay? But they've seen you go through your highs and your lows. Even if you guys weren't always in communication, they've always had tabs on you. Saggy. We gotta up the observation. We can't be being watched and we don't know. Oh, what's this death? But this, whatever it was that you have gone through, whether it be through friendship or through business or through relationship or through familial and from familial endeavors. Sometimes I go too slow because the channels just be okay. Too fast, too slow is crazy. Okay. Too fast. Thank you, Divine. All right. Death. They've made you into this empress. They've shown you when you need to get up from the throne and when you need to sit your pretty, handsome ass right on down and let the clowns clown. Let the people entertain. Okay. Let the people entertain. I almost said let somebody else entertain, but I'm trying to be respectful to my fellow women and men, okay? Respectful. Somebody could be from the country or somebody got country grandparents or parents. Clarify devil. Clarify death. Hello? Two of Wands in reverse. Clarify death. Two of Cups. You've gone through a tremendous, money coming because the confirmations that I'm getting are about money, okay? A significant relationship, past or present, could have definitely contributed to your transformation. Somebody had to really dig themselves out of a hole or break away from someone who wasn't Knight of Swords, who was very aggressive. Like I said, you've underwent some foul play in your life. Okay? People spewing hate or negativity towards you, trying to douse your fire, so to speak, turn your light out, dim your light, make you small. We ruled by Jupiter. Hello? There's something very childlike about you as well. Something you could possibly always be very intentional about tuning into your inner child. There's something about you that possibly finds play or humor in a lot of things, and that makes you feel good. And so when you feel good, that warmth that you emit makes those around you feel good. Some people are envious of that. I knew someone was gonna stick. People want to stick around you for that. And sometimes people may bask in your sunlight for so long that they feel like that energy is theirs. And so that's when they try to kick you down. That's when they try to push you out the way. Because now they feel like it's almost like a protege is trying to outshine the teacher. Like, okay, I got it. But they don't got it because it's yours. Okay. And then we got kids here too. Yeah, kids can be significant. I said that. Go with your tatas, girl. The world. Yes, a relationship ended. I'm stronger. Doom, doom. I'm wiser. I'm better. Much better. Your faith in the Most High is unshakable. It don't matter if you didn't been hit rock bottom 5, 4, 3, 7 times. Okay? Like, there's gotta be a way. Two of Cups. Your connection with the Most High is unwavering, and it shows. And so, one thing I always know, your faith and your discipline will always be rewarded. It may not come during the times that you feel like you need it the most, but the divine is always on time, ain't he? Or she? All right. The Empress, please. Temperance in reverse and the Hanged One in reverse. So at one point in time, you were definitely out of balance. Temperance is your card, Sachi. out of balance. You weren't connected to, you weren't grounded, you weren't connected emotionally. You could have been overly emotional, okay? You could have even been hyper vigilant about where it was that you wanted to be, where you didn't want to stay, and things of that nature. And you might have even not always had such a strong connection to the Most High. And then the Hanged One in reverse until you became enlightened. The Hanged One in reverse is one of my favorite cards in its reverse state, because when it's upright, you're paused, you're waiting for something, you're waiting to be enlightened by something. And then upright, it's epiphany. If you know, you know, it's an epiphany. Like, wait a minute, I am not myself here. I'm not myself. And so you left. Or you are leaving. This could be present tense, or you are leaving. The Hierophant. And you could have even delve more into your studies, into studying yourself. Birth chart could be significant, or just really developing higher knowledge towards a specific topic, maybe even more than one topic, because Sagittarius, y'all want to do everything, okay? You want to be the nurse, the doctor, the practitioner, the zoologist, the pathologist. You want to study dinosaurs and octopi, okay? Clarify how to find. And that is where you may have been for the last couple months, maybe even years. And now it feels like someone is coming in to shake that up. Do y'all hear that siren? And I think that's the bambalams. And I'm looking at health concern. People may be worried about where you are mentally if you are in a certain level. If you have been going through a phase of isolation, people are worried about you, especially your family, the Chariot, but you're moving forward, okay? You're progressing. Nine of Swords. Yeah, people could wonder if you are depressed or something like that. We do have the Four of Swords, the Hierophant. You could have been laying low if your money has been a little funny as well. The Hierophant, please. Hello. That's too many, Lord. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, and the Five of Wands. Two of Cups. Okay, thank you. I heard it. All right. You could also be considering a commitment. And before the commitment comes in, you could kind of be manifesting what it is that you do want, what it is that you don't, what it is that you will no longer settle for, what it is that you might learn to be okay with, if that makes sense. Like, some part of you could have been a little not as open-minded as you could have been, a little narrow-minded, if you will, towards certain things. Ace of Swords. But after this last relationship, it really feels as though you know what it is that you want, and you are very clear about staying away from, because this gray is speaking to me, staying away from confusion, illusions, people that are wishy-washy, situationships, or things that are just unclear, uncertain. So this could even be if you want a situationship. Something just came across my screen that said, F you, Gary. Somebody's name could be Gary, okay? Somebody could like SpongeBob. Somebody's ex's name could start with a G. But I also said gray. Gary ain't nothing but gray mixed up, okay? You're moving away from confusion for sure. So now you know exactly what it is that you want, and you're not taking anything less. Three of Cups and the Five of Pentacles, especially when it comes to friendships or relationships that left you out in the cold, left you dealing with things on your own. You've learned your lesson. And then again, with the health concern, people may have thought that they left you for dead, or that they destroyed your spirit or your happiness, so much so that even if you did walk away, there was no way in hell that you would be happy without them. Look at this. Five of Cups. After this Three of Cups has fallen, Three of Cups, Five of Pentacles, you still have the chance for a good, healthy, strong relationship. I just heard foundation. So as long as you create a very stable foundation. Don't start a foundation based off of what ifs and possibilities and potentials and side quests. Okay? The devil. I said it earlier. The devil. The Queen of Swords. Now, the devil came out. I wasn't necessarily on this part yet, but there's something significant about the phrase, the love of money is the root of all evil. So if you have kind of put your head down and really focused on just money, 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 be careful not to go too far down that rabbit hole. I'm not saying money is the root of all evil. It's the love of, okay? I see. Clarify this King of Pentacles, please. The Knight of Cups and the Star. The Knight of Cups is over here. This new person might have some money, honey. And they're definitely, for somebody to say, she took it. I didn't. My leg just keep, look, somebody trying to start something new. They got something for you. Flowers, roses, carrots. Somebody like carrots? It's giving me Millie Bobby Brown. She's like, the dirtier the better. Oh, y'all nasty. The dirtier the better. This is a wand. Do with that what you The dirtier the better. You like carrots, all right. White rabbits specifically are the animal, symbolize fertility. Y'all be careful out here in these streets, okay? White horse, that's interesting. Look, the sun, kids, be careful out here. You don't want no children running around shooting the arrows everywhere, all right? Somebody could have a Sagittarius child or a fire sign child. Somebody could have pink hair or pink highlights. Pink tips could be significant. The devil comes out again. This person is obsessed with you. I've been thinking about you. You know. A potato flew around. Yeah, you know this person. You know this person. Queen of Swords. So you could be really attractive when you are not as welcoming, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not saying you're a bitch, but when you are very level-headed, possibly even strategic, when you are focused, hyper-focused, not moving, not being driven by desires or your passions or overly emotional or overly ambitious or passionate. No, you are attractive to this person when you, what is the word I'm looking for? I hate to say it, but when you're not overly nice. Somebody likes that you have somewhat of a backbone. They like that you have the ability to pleasantly put somebody in their place, okay? It's something very specific about how it is that you communicate when your feathers are ruffled. The word is missing me, the one that I want to use. There's probably a couple of them that they're not coming to me right now. The Four of Cups and the Ten of Swords. But in the past, you could have rejected this person or they could have rejected you. Put that where it goes. And that's why they may be a little, the Tower, or something iffy could have happened, okay? Something could have happened. There could have been some miscommunication and this person was left out in the cold in some way, shape, or form by you. Okay, especially if you were going through one of your bouts of isolation. All right, Knight of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. So this King of Pentacles is the Knight of Pentacles coming in with some nice words, coming in to communicate with you. But this Knight of Pentacles is someone else. It could even be you. This Knight of Pentacles could be you. Clarify this Knight of Pentacles. Solo dolo. Okay. Okay. We got the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom and the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this Knight of Pentacles feels like you. I'm not gonna lie. Slowly but surely, Six of Pentacles. But the Queen of Pentacles came out at the bottom and we already have the King of Pentacles. This person wants to slowly build with you. I can't stop saying that because I just saw the Six of Pentacles, which is reciprocity. This person wants to give to you adequately. They want to reciprocate the energy that you have to give because they've been watching you. They could have been around you before, okay? Multiple times. The Magician and the Seven of Pentacles. They've been waiting for this manifestation. I've been waiting for this one. Here we go. Like I said, I'm channeling Lizzo. This is when Lizzo was a little bigger. Somebody could have been a little bigger back in the day, or they are big now. Okay? No shade. It's just what I'm picking up on. Because the song is it's with Missy Elliott, and I think it's something about her big butt. She said big girls need to dance to a bass or something like that. She said, I'm a thick bitch. I need tempo. Hey, and get out to the tempo. Yeah. Okay. The Magician and the Seven of Pentacles. I'm a big bitch. I need tempo. Ten of Swords. That's the ending of a cycle. The Magician and the Seven of Pentacles. And the Queen of Wands. Four of Pentacles. It feels like this person wants to come in and give to you adequately because they know they can be cut off in a heartbeat. You've been through enough. We got 10, 10, we got an ending, and then we got another 10. You've been through enough. They know that you know very well how to use that sword. That's what it is. They know that you are not afraid to cut somebody off, but you cut people off because they aren't giving to you adequately, especially when you have, to a certain extent, sacrificed yourself, overextended your hand, offered help, offered love. They know that you have the capacity to cut some shit off if need be. If something feels wrong, your intuition is heightened now, baby. If something feels wrong, it's a wrap. And they don't want to be wrapped. Ten of Wands. They know that you'll put them burden down in a minute. They don't want to be wrapped. They know that you're done with the bullshit. One more closing out. Thank you. Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. In my head, I was like, okay, but what about this thief? The Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. If you have somebody, this person wants to steal you from them. They want to keep you. Or this person wants to steal you from your singlehood because the Queen of Wands always gives me single. She's ambitious. She's fine. Very powerful. Sometimes she's a little too hot to handle. Judgment. I promise it's not me, it's my feet. Okay? Judgment. They've decided. I want you in my bed at 10 every night. No, just confirmation. At 10 every night. Five of Wands. They could have even stood up for you because I'm seeing the Judgment and the Five of Wands. They could have defended you in rooms that you weren't even in. They could have defended you around people that didn't even know you as intimately as they knew you. And I'm not saying that you've even been physical with this person. It just feels like they know your heart. They know who you are, okay? Yeah. Look, fire, hot to handle, okay? I love this for y'all, Sage. All right. Closing out for my Sagittarius. Something about a musical could be significant. Somebody could like karaoke or somebody wants to invite you to karaoke, all right? I'm here. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Somebody want to see that body crazy booty shaking. May you search the branches for what is only in. Oh, may you. Maybe you search the branches for what is only in the roots. Go deeper. Look elsewhere. You need more. To me, today, this is giving me the energy of don't be superficial when it comes to your next love partner. Look inward because superficial may have gotten your feelings hurt a couple times, may have gotten you misused and discarded. So you might want to look deeper. Okay. Somebody could be different than your normal. So this could be if you're not really into skinnier guys or skinnier women, perhaps try one. I'm not even gonna say nothing about the color because black is beautiful in all shades, amen. This could hey, maybe you want to try a bunny. I don't know. But just, just be open, all right? Maybe somebody should try somebody a little thicker. Ain't nothing wrong with a teddy bear. Okay. Look, reason is powerless in the face of love. If your soul screams for it, you gonna deny your soul? Okay. Reason is powerless in the face of love, romance, communication. Listen to your heart, baby. Somebody, did I not say something about singing? What did it say? What did it say? Sing like the birds, not worrying about what others think. Be yourself, share your heart, speak your truth. This person that is coming in, if you are loud, if you are rambunctious, if you are overzealous for many things, you are not going to have to hide that from this person. This person is going to love you in your entirety, flaws and all. I'm a train wreck in the morning. This person takes you in all of your ways because the Queen of Swords came out. Now you the Empress. So that means you're the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. So you can connect emotionally. You're grounded, you're nurturing. You about that action if need be. About your money if need be. And when push comes to shove, you will slice them in without ever putting your hands on them, okay? All right. I love y'all so much, Saggies. If you have any questions for me or would like a personal, check the description box down below. And as always, stay fly, aim high.